She said she needed space to find herself. So I quietly packed my bags and let her live alone. When rent was due and her backup plan ghosted her, she finally learned what losing the one person who never left really feels like. My girlfriend, Lana, had a way of delivering emotional blows as casually as weather updates. We were sitting on the couch, the Netflix menu humming in the background, when she suddenly paused the screen and said it. "You're suffocating me. I need to live on my own." She said it so calmly, so confidently, like she had rehearsed it in the mirror a dozen times. I blinked, trying to make sense of it. "Suffocating you?" Lana, she cut me off. "I'm serious. I need my space. I need to learn who I am. I need to be independent. You're always around, always checking in, always asking things like where I'm going or when I'll be home. It's too much." I sat back. Funny thing is, I worked 10-hour shifts most days. I wasn't home enough to suffocate a goldfish. She kept going. "I want you to be happy too, okay? But I need to live on my own. If we're meant to be, we'll find our way back to each other." It was the kind of statement you give when you've already made up your mind, when you've already packed your emotional bags and just need the physical ones to follow. I took a breath, and I said the only thing that felt right. "I want you to be happy." Her eyebrows twitched. She expected a fight, tears, begging. Instead, I stood up, walked to the bedroom, and started packing my things. She followed me, panicking. Wait, what are you doing?" "You want to live on your own," I said quietly. "I'm giving you that." "I didn't mean right now," she snapped. "I know," I said, "but I think it's best." Truthfully, a part of me had been waiting for this moment, waiting for the universe to give me permission to stop trying to fix something she wasn't respecting anymore. That same weekend, I moved into a studio closer to my job. The place was small, tiny, actually, but peaceful, quiet, mine. On Monday morning, I sent Lana one text. "Moved out. Take care." She didn't reply, but I knew she'd read it. Her red receipts were still on. For the first time in months, I felt light. No tension, no guessing, no more feeling like I was walking on emotional eggshells. And then, at the end of the month, the rent was due. And that was when Lana finally realized what living on her own actually meant. Lana always talked about independence like it was a personality trait, a badge, something she believed she naturally possessed. But when the first of the month rolled around, reality slapped hard. I was at my new place after work, reheating leftovers, when my phone buzzed with a message from her. "Lana, hey, quick question." I didn't answer right away. Three dots popped up. She kept typing. "Lana, do you know when your part of the rent is going through? It hasn't shown up yet." I sat back in my chair. My part of the apartment she insisted she needed to live in alone? "Nah," I replied. "Me. I moved out, remember? The place is yours now. So is the rent." She didn't respond for 10 minutes. Then came the explosion I was waiting for. "Lana, are you serious? You're just going to leave me with everything? I can't afford the full rent by myself. This is so unfair." I stared at the messages, a mix of disbelief and amusement washing through me. I typed calmly. "Me. You said you needed to live on your own. I'm respecting that." The reply came instantly. "Lana, that was about emotional space, not financial responsibility. You know this. I can't pay this alone. My part-time job isn't enough. Why would you do this to me?" I didn't bother explaining the difference between needing independence and expecting a man to subsidize your independence. She wanted space. She got it. Later that evening, I get a call, unknown number. I let it ring. Then another, this time voicemail. When I listened, my eyebrows went up. It was her mom. Her soft, overly polite voice filled my earbuds. "Hi, sweetheart. I don't know what's going on between you two, but Lana is very upset. She said you abandoned her financially. I'm sure it's just a misunderstanding. Could you maybe cover this month until she figures things out?" Oh, there it was. Not even a week of living on her own, and she already needed backup. I didn't call back, didn't text, didn't explain. I simply forwarded the voicemail to Lana with one sentence. "Me. You told me not to call you. I'm respecting your space." An hour later, she showed up at my building, buzzing the intercom like a maniac. Her voice cracked through the speaker. "Can you please talk to me? Please." I didn't press the button. I didn't go down. I didn't open the door. She wanted space? She had an ocean of it now. That same night, she finally sent the message that revealed everything. "Lana, please don't make me lose this apartment. He said he won't help me anymore. He, there it was. The reason she suddenly wanted to find herself. The reason she needed space. The reason she didn't mind me moving out so quickly. Except, whatever she thought she had lined up. It clearly didn't pan out. 2 days later, I heard from someone I didn't expect. Her best friend. And what she told me about Lana's independence made everything make perfect, messy sense. Update that I didn't expect her best friend, Maya, to reach out. We were never close, but we'd always been respectful to each other. She texted me out of nowhere. Maya, do you have a minute? I think you should know something. I replied cautiously. Me? What's going on? Her next message came in the form of a voice note. Never a good sign. I put my phone to my ear, and Maya's frustrated voice spilled out. Okay, look, I'm tired of cleaning up her mess. She told everyone you blindsided her. You abandoned her. You left her drowning in bills. But that's not what happened. And honestly, I'm done watching her manipulate people. I sat down slowly. Then came the next message, a long one. Maya, she didn't want independence. She wanted room in her schedule for that guy she was talking to behind your back. He told her he'd help her move out and support her emotionally. She believed him. He blocked her last week, right after you moved out. There it was, the missing puzzle piece. Everything that didn't add up now made sense. I responded, me, I appreciate you telling me. But why now? She sent another voice note. Because she's trying to make you look like the villain. She's telling everyone you tricked her into paying full rent. But she bragged to us that she'd finally pushed you out. She said she didn't need you anymore. Then the guy ditched her, and reality hit. Hard. I rubbed my forehead, suddenly exhausted. Me. So she thought he'd take care of her? Maya? Yep. She thought she had a safety net. Turns out she was just plan B. Or C. Who knows? There was a pause before her next text came through. Maya? But that's not even the worst part. My stomach tightened. Me. What now? Maya. She's trying to get sympathy online. She posted something on Instagram about escaping a controlling partner and rebuilding alone. People are DMing her asking if you abused her. My blood went cold for a second. Not because I was scared, but because that was her pattern. When things fell apart around her, she needed someone else to be the villain. I asked Maya, me, why tell me all this? Her response was immediate. Maya, because she used you, and now she's lying about you. And I can't watch it anymore. You deserved better from the start. There was another pause. Then one more message. Maya, and for what it's worth, she's not the only one who noticed you've been doing better without her. I didn't know what to say to that. Before I could respond, Maya sent a final text. Maya, she's going to your old apartment tomorrow to beg the landlord to let her out of the lease. Just a heads up. She's in full meltdown mode. I stared at the screen. This was no longer just about space. This was about truth finally catching up to her. The next 48 hours would be chaotic, and I didn't know yet that she'd soon try to flip the entire situation on me, publicly, and fail just as spectacularly. Final update. The final breaking point came faster than I expected. It was a Wednesday afternoon when my phone lit up with a call from an unknown number. I ignored it. Then another. Then another. By the sixth one, I picked up, partly out of curiosity, partly because I already knew who it was. Her voice rushed through the line the second I answered. Can you please talk to me? Please. Just listen. I stayed silent. She inhaled shakily. I messed up. Okay. I messed up so bad. I didn't think you'd actually leave. I didn't think. She cut herself off with a choked sound. I let the quiet stretch. I learned recently that silence reveals more truth than questions ever do. Finally, she said it. He ghosted me. The guy I told you not to worry about. He said he didn't want complicated baggage. After everything I gave up for him. That stung, but not for the reasons she thought. It stung because I finally understood how little she had valued what we had. I asked calmly, what do you want from me? Her voice broke. I want you back. I want us back. I miss you cooking for me, texting me good morning, checking in on me at work, helping me with rent, being there when I'm falling apart. I thought I needed space, but I cut her off gently. You didn't want space. You wanted options. She went dead silent. After a long pause, she whispered, can I please come over? We can talk in person. I said, I don't live there anymore. It hit her hard. I heard the soft gasp she tried to hide. What do you mean? I moved downtown last week. New place, new lease, new everything. But you didn't tell me. You told me not to call you. I replied. I respected your boundary. Another long pause. Then the crying started, the kind that isn't sad, but panicked. The kind people cry when they finally understand a door is closing. I can change, she begged. I swear. I'll cut him off. I'll fix everything. Just give me a chance. I let her finish. Then I said what I knew needed to be said. You ended the relationship the moment you pushed me out to make room for someone else. I just honored your decision. She was sobbing openly now, but I felt nothing. Not anger, not satisfaction, not revenge. Just release. Before hanging up, I said something that surprised even me. I hope you figure out what you're actually looking for. And then I ended the call. 2 days later, Maya texted me again. She said my ex had been telling people we were working things out. I politely corrected that lie by posting a photo of myself in my new apartment. Nothing dramatic, nothing petty. Just me, a view of the skyline, and the caption, "New chapter." Maya liked the photo within seconds. My ex didn't, but she saw it. The last time I heard about her was from a mutual coworker who said she was soul-searching and trying to be alone for a while. Good. She needed that. As for me, I didn't jump into dating immediately. I didn't rush to prove anything. I focused on rebuilding the parts of myself I had neglected while trying to be enough for someone who didn't know what she wanted. I signed up for a boxing gym. Started cooking again, for myself this time. Reconnected with my brother. Took weekend trips. Laughed more. Eventually, slowly, I met someone new. Someone who doesn't need space as a euphemism for backup plans. Someone who communicates. Someone who values what she has before she risks losing it. And the strangest part? My ex reached out one last time, months later. A short message. "I'm glad you're doing well. I'm sorry for everything." I didn't reply, not out of spite, but because growth sometimes means not revisiting what broke you. Sometimes the best closure is no conversation. Sometimes the best ending is just moving on.